Hello class, this is another set of examples of where you can use the sum or difference trig identities to solve for exact trig ratios. So let's get straight to it. At any point of the video you can pause it and give it a go yourself. So here we go. So let's find the exact value of the following. So here we have 5 examples, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, I've made plenty of copies of the exact ratios and the trig identities, so we're not scrolling up and down. As you can see, we don't have exact ratios for 75, 15, 105, or 285. We only have and know of 45, 60, and 30, as well as 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. Which I haven't written here. So from that, I hope you can try and figure out the values of these. So here we go. So to solve this, since we don't have sine 75, 75 can actually be made up of, we'll use the larger one first, 45 plus 30. So 45 plus 30 is 75. So sine 75 can just be sine 45 plus 30. This is now the sum of two angles for sine. So we're now going to use this identity here. So that's A and B. So this will give us sine 45 cos 30 plus cos A, which is cos 45, sine 30. From here, I hope you can see that sine 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 on 2, adjacent over hypotenuse, so times root 3 on 2, plus cos 45 is 1 over root 2 as well. And sine 30 is half, 1 over 2. Now this is just a matter of algebra, but I'll show you little shortcuts to make this a little bit simpler for you. I'm going to factor out 1 over root 2. I'm going to rationalize this denominator. That just becomes root 2 on 2, and I'm going to combine this fraction, so root 3 plus 1 on 2, and that there is the expression of sine 75. So sine 75 is this expression here in exact form. So let's keep moving and find cos 15. Once again, we don't have an expression for cos 15, so we're going to have to use some combination of the ones that we do have. I hope you can see it. It's actually going to be cos of 45 minus 30, because 45 minus 30 is 15. So from here, we can use the difference of cos. So this is A and B. I'm looking up here. So it's going to be cos 45 cos 30. Since we have a minus, we take that plus. So this becomes plus sine 45 sine 30. From here, we just take the exact trig ratios. Cos 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 on 2, adjacent over hypotenuse, plus sine 45 is 1 over root 2. Sine 30 is half. Once again, I can factor out 1 over root 2, root 3 on 2 plus half. Rationalizing the denominator here becomes root 2 on 2. Combining the fractions, it actually is the exact same. Exact same. Alright, so let's keep moving forward. This one should be a little bit trivial for you because you just saw that it was cos 15 was 45 minus 30. We're going to apply the exact same logic here. So sine 15 is sine 45 minus 30. So sine 45 minus 30 is the difference of two angles. So this becomes, so we have A and B. This becomes sine 45 cos 30. Since it's minus, we take the minus as well. This becomes minus cos 45 sine 30. Sine 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos 30 is root 3 on 2 minus. Cos 45 is 1 over root 2. Cos 30 is half. From here, we can keep going forward. This we can factor out 1 over root 2. Root 3 on 2 minus half. Rationalizing the denominator on the outside and combining the fractions. That there is our expression for sine 15. Sine 105. This one's a little bit more different, but I hope you can see the combination that we need to use. Sine 105 is 45 plus 60. So this becomes sine 45 plus 60, or 60 plus 45. It won't matter because you will get the exact same expression in the end. So this is A and B. So this becomes sine 45 cos 60 plus sine 60 cos 45 sine 60. Once again, we get that 1 over root 2. Cos 60 is root 3 on 2. Cos 45 is 1 over root 2. And sine 60 is root 3 on 2. But cos 60 should have been half. And this should have been root 3 on 2. Factoring out that 1 over root 2, that's 1 half plus root 3 on 2. And once again, rationalizing and combining the fractions. As you can see, that's actually the exact same as the previous two shown here. It's just the order is different. Root 3 plus 1 is the same as 1 plus root 3. Now we have one last example. I hope this is enough for you to get the idea. This last example is actually a bit of a trick one. So I'll let you pause it and give it a go yourself. Now, if you try and figure out some sort of combination of 45, 60, and 30, you could get there. But the easiest one I could see is the following. Sine of 270 plus 15. Because 270 plus 15 is 285. Now you might be thinking we don't have an expression for sine 15, but we've already just found it here. So we're going to use previous answers to solve harder ones here. So the exact same thing, that's a and b. This becomes sine of 270 cos 15 plus cos of 270 sine 15. Now you're going to have to try and remember what sine 270 was. If you need some help, 270 is right on this boundary here. That there is negative 1. So sine 270 is negative 1 times cos 15. If you go back here, cos 15 was this expression here. So I'm just going to copy paste that. Copy and paste. Cos 270, if you can try and recall, is actually going to be 0. It really doesn't matter what sine 15 is, because 0 times anything is 0. But just for the sake of thoroughness, sine 15 is the previous answer that we found here. So we're just going to copy paste that like so. Now from here, like I said, all of this is just nothing. And negative 1 times this is the exact same thing. Negative root 2 on 2 outside of root 3 plus 1 on 2. Or if you want to make it a little bit even, even neater, root 2 on 2 outside of 1 minus, oh wait, oh sorry, never mind, that's not going to work. My apologies. We'll just leave it at that. So I hope that gave you an insight into using the sum and difference identities to find exact values that we don't normally use. So hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck.